I can slowly feel that sojo creeping back in, and you all, it feels so good.
1, 2, 3, 4.
I'm Madi with Madi Sews, and thanks for hanging with me. So, last week I had shared with you all that I was really suffering from loss of sojo. And so I had shared a couple of the plans that I was planning on doing. Plans. I shared with you all some of the upcoming outfits that I was looking forward to making in a way to kind of bring back my sojo. And, I think it's really working because I can feel that sojo just kind of creeping back in. I'm really excited about it. So, today is another Friday Sews where I get to share with you what I've been working on, what I have coming up, and a little bit about life. Friday Sews is created by Jen over at Today in Jen Sewing Room. And as always, you can find her linked in the description box below, along with everything else that I mentioned today. So, with all of that being said, let's just talk about what I've actually made this week. And I'm surprised, I did make something. I finished my peasant blouse. I'm super excited about it. I did have a couple of issues with just the slipperiness of the fabric and the binding. So I did go and get some store-bought binding and applied it, as you can see there. But really, you all, this top, it just came together really easily, which was exactly what I needed because even those easy to put on binding parts and hem pieces and stuff like that, it just felt like such a chore because, well, I was suffering due to my loss of sojo. I mean, that's just what it was. I'm going to be doing an in depth review on this one, um, and mostly because one of the things that I had concerns about going into this top was the fit, especially with having such a heavy bust. And just to let you all know, I do have some recommendations for changes that you may want to consider if you're very heavy busted like I am. So I'll be sharing that with you. I was actually thinking about doing it on Sunday, but Sunday is Easter, so I think I'm going to push it to Monday so that way I can just relax and you all can enjoy your families as well. So that is the Peasant Blouse by Thoughtful Creativity. Now, the really exciting stuff is what I have coming up in this upcoming week to sew because I am getting ready to speak at the Northern Virginia American Sewing Guild. They're having a spring fling, and I'm the main speaker for that. And so you guys know I have to look fabulous. Yep. Because of that, I'm turning back to a dress that I made last year that I wore the heck out of. And it's this one. This is Vogue 1802. And I'm going to be making the longer version this year. Last year I made this one, and I'll just insert a quick picture of it over here for you to take a look at. And it was really cute. I did do a full bust adjustment on that one, and so I know I'll have to do it again on this one. And I've been really kind of going back and forth on whether or not I want to reduce the size of the actual bow. I mean, that collar piece is extremely thick, and I had to fold it down in the front and across the sides, but it really does produce such a big, beautiful bow in the back. So if I do shorten that piece so that it fits my neck a little better, I feel like the bow possibly won't be as amazing as I need it to be. So I'm probably gonna just keep it the same, honestly, you all. But let me show you the fabric that I picked up. So I ordered this fabric on Amazon. I actually found it on fabric.com, but they work with Amazon, and I have a Amazon Prime account, so I get free shipping if I ordered it just on Amazon. But you all, isn't that beautiful? Now, let me tell you, I forgot to tell you what the theme of the event is going to be. It's called Run for the Roses, a Kentucky Derby. And you all, isn't that just like great fabric for that theme? In this dress, yeah, it's gonna be good. This is a rayon challis. It's got some really beautiful drape. The color is more vibrant on one side than it is on the other, but that's okay because people aren't going to see the wrong side. And I, the flowers, you all, this fabric just makes my heart sing. Now, this fabric is by Cotton and Steel. It's a rifle paper co-design, and I believe it's called English Roses and Cream. Hang on, let me look that up. Juliet Rose Cream. That's the color of this fabric. If you like this fabric, I'll link to it in the description box below. I did get 8 yards of this. This fabric was $14 a yard, and I picked up 8 yards because it's very narrow. It's only 44 inches wide, and I'm making a long dress with that ruffle bottom, so I'm gonna need the yardage. And I figured that it's so beautiful that I could really make a nice top for work or for outside, just something simple, a nice shell, maybe the Curso top from Cashmerette's new book that she just released. I already have that printed downstairs waiting for me. Or I could just do my tried and true Springfield top from her website. I think both of those would look really good in this fabric. Now, because it's the Kentucky Derby theme, I need a hat. And you all, no, 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 I love my hats. So I have this pork pie hat. Now, this pork pie hat, I think, just coordinates beautifully with the fabric, first off. It's a little large for my head, and the reason why is because, well, I had made it for an order, and I did have issues with this hat, and so I ended up making a whole new one because I couldn't send this hat out in the condition it was in. And if you look close, you can see here, there's a lot of wrinkling on the brim here. Side note, can you see the really cool scarring right there from the leather? All right, back to business. All of that wonky wrinkling on the brim was actually due to me cutting the brim out on a piece of leather that was just too close to the belly of the actual animal, which is something that I had never, ever thought would affect my projects the way it did. And I actually had to reach out for help because it happened to me twice while making the pink hat. And so I was like, I need to figure out what's going on. Yeah, so my wonderful customer got the immaculate looking hat, and I get to keep this one. Here are my thoughts. Here's my fabric. This is the hat. I think the colors look beautiful. I went and I got this little floral headband. It's like one of those like flower girl ones. And I was thinking that if I put it on my hat, it could make a really cool kind of design that'll go with my dress. But on this side, instead of these little tiny ribbons, I want to put a big old bow. Massive bow. Just boom, a bow. Now, I don't know if I want to make it out of the fabric, the leftover fabric that I'll have from this, mostly because whatever's left, I do kind of want another top out of it, but it might just be a little too matchy-matchy. So I'm thinking that I might have to go and find some fun, different shades of pink and peaches and stuff, and make it maybe out of tulle, like a big old tulle one. And then I can relocate some flowers or maybe put this flower in the middle of the big old tulle. I don't know. That might be pushing it a bit. Let me know what you all think. I mean, should I do a matching fabric bow? I don't think it'd be too bad. Or should I go with tulle or like a huge big old ribbon one? Let me know what your thoughts are because I need something dramatic on this side. Drop it in the comments below. Now let's talk a little bit about life. Now I'm an extrovert if you can't tell. I am. Hello. Well, I am actually going to be meeting up with one of my colleagues from my old job. She was actually promoted into the position that I left. And we're going to meet up and just hang out and talk about everything under the sun. And I'm really, 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 really looking forward to it. We'll be meeting up at a restaurant called Busboys and Poets. And you all, if you're ever in the DC area, you should definitely, definitely check out one of their restaurants. They've got a couple of local restaurants around the area. So hopefully there's something that's close to you. But it's a really cool space, and hopefully you can actually catch like a reading, like a poetry. What do they call them? A poetry slam? Yeah, those are so much fun. But here's the thing that really excites me. I mean, don't get me wrong. I love my friend. But I love fabric shopping too. And Three Little Birds, which is my favorite little like indie fabric shop, is practically next door to the restaurant. So I'll be shopping and then I'll be eating. And yeah, I can't wait to share the fabric that I'm going to get with you. I'm hoping to find fabric for my frock tails look. And actually, Three Little Birds is organizing frock tails this year. And Kate, the owner, she just has a great eye for fabrics. So I'm definitely, definitely looking forward to shopping at her shop. And then on Sunday, of course, is Easter. And so we'll be going to church and hanging out with the family, doing a little Easter egg hunting. It'll be a really good time with the kid. I'm really looking forward to making my dress for this upcoming event and my outfit for Frog Tales. So you can follow along with me over on Instagram because pictures tend to get posted up over there first before my videos are actually done on the reviews. But definitely follow me there, right there. And if you enjoyed this video, check out my last Fridaysews video where I spoke a little bit about how I lost my sojo. And until next time, I sincerely hope that you find joy and have a wonderful day.